Good morning, YouTubers. This is Karl again, Realty Executives Tucson Elite. Thanks for stopping by. Yesterday we went over a little bit, just a brief outline of the 20 skills that you needed to have a successful real estate career. And today we're going to start going through them a little bit one by one. And we're going to spend a little bit of time. And if you have any questions about any of these, then feel free to go ahead and email me at Krentzel, that's K-K-R-E-N as in November, T-Z-E-L at gmail.com if you have any questions about anything in specific, and we can go ahead and address them. So the first skill that we talked about yesterday and the 20 skills that you needed, number one, time management. Now, time management, one of the things that you can always keep in mind is this, that you have a million different schedules, a million different techniques, and a million different things, systems that you can use to maintain your schedule for your time. However, the one thing you can do that is a universal that will always work, even if you don't have fancy Franklin Covey books or maybe fancy contact management systems or anything like that, will help keep you on time. If you don't have an iPod, iPad, iPhone, this, that, if you don't have any of those things, if you keep this one principle in mind, then that will go ahead and make sure that your time is well spent, okay? The first thing, okay, is do the single most important thing. Do the single most important thing at any given time, okay? So pick one thing per hour, all right, and say, okay, look, for the next hour, okay, out of all the things I could possibly do, I could do an open house, I could do a mailer, I could do phone calls, I could do return calls, I could do paperwork, whatever it is, I'm going to pick one thing in 1 hour. And I'm going to go ahead and do that because it's the most important thing. It's the thing that's going to give me money, okay? If you focus on one thing, just focus on one thing every hour, okay, you're going to be light years ahead of your competition. And that requires nothing except just a little bit of focus. The next thing, you want to monitor your morning schedule. Because it's true. The morning schedule determines the outlook of the rest of the day, okay? If you have a crappy morning, all right, then you're going to have a crappy day. If you have a crappy morning and you're out of kilter, you're not prospecting, you're getting sidetracked, everything comes up, then the rest of your day is going to get hashed. So what ends up happening, and this has happened to you just like it's happened to me. You're talking on the phone and some client calls up and you pull up your cell phone and you're like, oh my goodness, what's this? Okay, so you pick up hey Bob, what's going on? Oh my God, the escrow, oh my goodness, I'll jump right on it. And the next thing you know, you spend about 4 hours, okay, working on an escrow problem that is just very simple, okay? Monitor your morning schedule because everybody wants to call you at 8 a.m. and start working on their problems. If you go ahead and if you manage to control this hour or 3 or whatever of the morning, all right, then you can go ahead and control the rest of the afternoon. So for example, most of the problems that you'll come across in the morning, they can wait, okay? If I have a problem, let's say I'm a regular agent, and I have a problem with an escrow, and I call up the other agent, and I say, okay, and they pick up the phone, okay, Bob, here's the problem, blah, 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 what should we do, okay? Bob's going to get involved, Bob's going to stop doing what he's doing, Bob's going to go ahead and see what he can do to help me out, okay? The problem is, if Bob doesn't pick up the phone, then I have to figure out a solution, okay? So the onus is back on me. Now look, some of you may say it's not fair. Some of you say, well, you need to go ahead and work together, and I agree we do. We do need to work together on problems. But we don't need to work together on problems the moment you have the problem, okay? If you have a problem with an escrow that we're running, and you call me up, okay, and you can't reach me from 8 to noon, let's say, then you're going to find a solution. And by the time I call you back at noon, all right, when I'm ready to go ahead and deal with this problem with my schedule, and you say, well, hey, Karl, no problem. We had a problem, but we fixed it. You get what I'm saying? So basically, allow problems to happen on your timetable, not on anybody else's, okay? Make sure your morning schedule is really, really well defined. It has to be untouchable. Now, it doesn't mean that if your kid got, fell down, broke his arm or something like that, then, you need to say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that you and I both know that we are masters at finding, distractions. Okay, we're masters at finding, oh, look, there's a continuing education course being held at the title company. I need to go to that. But, you just got your license 2 weeks ago, and you're not going to need any credit hours for the next 3 years or something, right? You don't need that course, okay? It's not going to help you that much. What's going to help you make money now? You need to get on the phone. You need to get on the phone with people. You need to start making phone calls, conversations, face-to-face appointments. Those things are going to help you survive, okay? That that continuing education course is not going to help you pay your bill tomorrow, okay? So keep in mind, it needs to be untouchable. And then, of course, the last thing, all right, since we can't let anything interrupt a listing appointment, don't let anything interrupt your prospecting point either. So, for example, if this was a listing appointment, okay, if you had a listing appointment at 9 a.m., all right, you know and I know, sure as God made green apples, that you're going to be there at 9 a.m., bells on, you're ready to go, no problems. Hey, I'm here, I'm happy to be, see what I can do, blah, 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 right? But yet when it comes to prospecting, however you chose to prospect, however you chose to generate your business, whether it be through open houses, whether it be through phone calls, whether it be through networking with other people, however you chose to do your business, at 9 a.m., when it comes to doing that, the thing that brings in the business, if something comes up, anything comes up, hey, I'll get to the prospecting later, okay? No. Your prospecting is just as important as your listing appointment. As a matter of fact, it's probably more important because the more prospecting you do, whether it be on the phone, whether it be open houses, whatever it is you choose to do, okay, that's the thing that's going to that's going to act as an engine for your business. So it's even more important. So it's all the more important you do not miss that appointment whatsoever. Okay? So that's your time management. The next skill we said you needed to work on was your center of influence. Okay? And your past clients. Past client center of influence, okay? Now you have to do a couple things. Number one, remember the 10% rule. The 10% rule is really simple. Basically says that if you decide to go ahead and follow up with your past clients and your center of influence at least 4 times a year by phone and at least 4 times per year per mail, once a quarter, okay? You've made 8 contacts with these people. 10% of those people, if you do this regularly, are going to give you business. So if you have 250 people in your database, okay, you can reasonably expect that you could get approximately 10% of those people, okay, 25, to do business with you. Now think about it. If your average commission is $3,000, let's say, 25 deals, that's $75,000. That's a pretty good living if you're able to manage that database and you're able to go ahead and control it, okay? So make sure you do well to do that. Now, you want to go ahead and make these calls to your center of influence with energy and enthusiasm, okay? Don't get on the phone and be some kind of sad sack and say, this is Karl, Realty Executives, and I'm really excited about, talking to you today. I just wanted to know if you knew of anybody who wanted to buy or maybe sell. No, I didn't figure you did. Nobody wants to buy right now. Who the hell wants to deal with that? Look, come across with some energy and some enthusiasm. Be excited about what you're doing, okay? This is your time. Think about it. Right now, I just looked at the statistics for February of 2012, and right now, we are at an all-time low of homes for sale. There's only about 4,000 homes for sale. And what's better is about 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 homes actually sold. And for the 3rd month in a row, we've been having more cash buyers come on the market than any other time, okay? More cash buyers. 397 transactions last month were cash. That's more than conventional. That's more than FHA. That's more than VA. That's more than any of them, okay? When cash buyers come on the scene and they're buying property, it's because they know the market has started to bottom out. As a matter of fact, from this time this year, from this time last year, we had a 4% price increase. Did you know that? Look, you have got to believe in this marketplace, and you have got to go ahead and convey the good news, because they are hearing all around how shitty the market is. And if you're sitting here telling them, look, things are not as bad as they hear, things are not as bad as you hear, things are great. They may not be perfect, but they're great for you, and I'll tell you why. When you have that belief, even if they're not planning on doing anything, okay, they know they can count on you, because you're not going to be just sitting around waiting for things to happen. And if they know of anybody who needs to do that job, they're going to come to you. So do it with energy and enthusiasm. You'll go a long way. Next, what you want to do, determine who gives you the most. Figure out of the top maybe 10 to 20% out of your database, out of the top 10 to 20%, who are those people who are going to give you the business the most? Who are the people who give you the most amount of business, the most amount of times, over and over and over? When you pick up the phone, you know you can count on them. If there's anybody, they will let you know, okay? Pick out those people and then call them one time a month. All right? Call them up. Hey, Bob, yeah, I know we just spoke the other day. Just wanted to give you an update, let you know what the market's doing for the month of February. Go through it with them. Give them a couple facts. Let them know what's up. Be very positive. Be very enthusiastic about it. Hit those people up. Remember the 80-20 rule. 80% of the business is done by 20% of the people, okay? Same thing goes with your center of influence. 80% of your referrals come for 20% of those people. You got to find out those top 20%, call them, make sure they know you're in the business, and keep in touch with them. Next, remember, they are not waiting for your call. Okay? They're not waiting for your call. All right? It's not like they sit around and they say, well, gee, I wonder what Karl's doing today. It's not like their life revolves around you. Think about it. Who is your insurance agent for your car? Can you remember who the agent's name? I'll tell you right now, I give my guy money every single month, okay? They take it out of my bank account. And I'll be damned if I can remember his name, okay? I really don't. And I pay this guy every single month, insane amounts of money. I pay him, and I don't remember his name. But I'll tell you one thing, he calls me up, he says, hey, Karl, just want to let you know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember his name. I don't think about him every day. But when he does call, I know who he is. And when I know somebody who needs insurance, then I've got his card right here in my wallet. Say, okay, you know what? I know a great guy. Call this guy here, okay? It's because that trust, because that built-up belief that they've called me every single month to let me know what's going on. Do they need anything? Can I adjust your policy? Help you with this? Help you with that? Whatever, okay? Same thing goes for you. They do not know who you are. If you think, okay, now listen to me really clearly. If you think for a moment that your clients know who you are, care who you are, think about you every day, you are wrong, okay? They don't. They care about themselves. They care about their family. They care about their friends. Look, it's nothing against you. It's not that they don't, want anything bad to happen to you, but they have a lot of other things going on in their life, and it's their life, okay? You have to be proactive and responsible to go inject yourself into their life and let them know you're there for them when they need you, okay? They may not need you today, but they may need you soon. And they may have a friend who needs you. And in this market, when everybody's getting foreclosed on and losing their homes and all of this and all that, your services are needed more than ever. So make sure you stay at the top of their brain, all right? The way you do that, call them. Call them a lot. Make sure you remember they're not waiting for you to call. And then the last point, okay? If you've not talked to your center of influence for a while, it's been a while, okay? And you say, sheesh, if I call this guy up, they're going to be mad because I closed on their home 2 years ago, and I haven't talked to them since, okay? Again, guess what? They're not thinking about you, okay? They're not thinking about it. Here's the script. Real simple script for you, okay? Ready? Here it is. Hello, blank. All right, whatever their name is. I owe you an apology. Very simple. I owe you an apology. And they said, well, Karl, well, what do you mean? Well, I told you that I would contact you every couple months, let you know what the market's been doing. And frankly, in this market, because so many people have needed our help because they're losing their homes, I've just frankly not had a chance to do that. And I wanted to say I'm sorry. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, no big deal. Don't even fret. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Okay? Most people are cool like that as long as you're real. All right? Don't try and be, well, hi, my name is Karl from Realty Executives, and you bought a home from me 4 years ago, and blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Be real with them, okay? Hey, look, I owe you an apology. I told you I'd call you up, and I didn't, and I'm sorry. The fact is, we got a lot of people who need our help, and I just got caught up, and I'm sorry. Is that okay? Well, yes, it is. Don't worry about it, Karl. It's no big deal. Hey, great. You know what? And I'll be sure to go ahead and make sure I keep my promise and stay close to you this time. By the way, who do you happen to know who's planning on making a move? Who's having trouble with their mortgage payments that I can help? Whatever your purpose of your call is, that's a great way to start that call. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for seeing this video. Hopefully there's 2 issues about time management, and then of course your past clients and center of influence has been helpful to you. Tomorrow we're going to go over 2 more techniques, 2 more skills. Thus the skill of lead follow-up and the skill of prospecting. Sorry about that. Prospecting. How could I skip that one? Prospecting and lead follow-up. We're going to go over those tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you liked what we had to say, then feel free to go ahead and like, rate, and subscribe down at the box below. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And of course, if you have any other specific questions, feel free to go ahead and email me at the email address that I told you about in the very beginning. Thanks a lot for stopping by, and from me and from all the board members here at Realty Executives Tucson Elite, we just want to say thanks and have a powerful selling day. Bye-bye.